Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comment, our opinion about the video we watch constructively.
You nor I cannot do that which Simon Ekpa is doing, because God did not call me to do it. So even if I try to force myself, it will not work. But I understand that Simon Ekpa is, the hand of God is upon him for this project. And he's doing it. That's why he does it effortlessly and operates with some kind of wisdom, which is beyond his age of 30-something. The way he analyzes things. The security setup to protect churches, which he announced last week, the Yorubas have adopted it to save their churches from being attacked. Yes, they did the same thing. 500 meters from the church premises, facial recognition, search and stuff like that. The thing started from Simon Ekpa. And he's going to unfold many other ways by which we are going to fight this battle. It's not as if I don't know them, but he's the man God called. I believe him very well. So I wait on Simon Ekpa to make a comment, then I make comments on that. So, those of you who think that Peter Obi will be, it baffles me. You know, I don't even, sometimes when I look at Biafrans, somebody called me this morning and said he understood that my account has been closed on Facebook, that there was a picture of mine being showed that my account has been closed. You know, I've not been talking for some time now. Those are fake people. Not the man who gave me the information. No, the people who sent that information that have closed my account. The man called me out of concern. He said he was worried. I told him, no, sir, that I'm still fine, that I've not been talking for some time. Because what happened 3 weeks ago was a very big blow and shock to me. And I'm just trying to, gather my mind, because I cannot just come be talking anyhow. So you see, people put such information about me that I've closed my account, so that those who listen will give up and say, this man has given up, nothing is happening. No, it's not true. I full ground. Kidiba. Simon has been doing a lot of good talking. So since I have been satisfied with his talking so far, I don't need to, I didn't have anything to add. If there was need for me to add, on top of the satisfaction, I would have added. I am coming out now because people are attacking him from left and right. Does it make sense? Because if you had heard Simon Ekpa's exposition, just like people are listening to Simon Ekpa, who says they are Biafrans, as they listen to Nnamdi Kanu, did not follow his spirit. They listen to Simon Ekpa, and they don't understand, they don't follow the teachings of Simon Ekpa in respect to his master Nnamdi Kanu on the Biafran issue. They don't. Simon Ekpa takes time to make exposition and tell you certain things that are happening. Agreements that were made before that was not intended to benefit the Igbos. He keeps telling you why it will not work, why Nigeria's nation will not work. And yet you see people, they say they are going to take PVC. They announce on Facebook, go and vote Peter Obi and do this and do that. And he has told you that when the primary favored Tinubu because of their terrible counting, their what do I call that kind of counting? It's something that is unimaginable, out of this world. Blatant lies. You know what the Fulanis did? All of them left Tinubu, including the party chairman of APC, and went and paid Atiku Abubakar a visit, who is of PDP. Now, that is why I tell you, listen to me. A lot of Igbos are very stupid. They don't have sense. They sense how where we go. Politically, they are stupid. A lot of our Igbos are here. They don't even understand where they are. I heard Umahi just said that the whole political arrangement is skewed against Igbos. He's just waking up. Can you imagine after how many years of causing problem in Igbo land? Umahi is just waking up. He's just waking up. So, Candy, God bless you. I don't know if it were you, Candy Chiazoda said, being educated is different from having common sense or being wise. I think it was, I read that thing. Maybe Candy, you posted it. I love that thing. I wanted to, grab it and add to what I have to present. One can be educated without having common sense, without knowing how to handle issues. It's a classical example of Umahi. And because the things didn't favor him, that's why he's beginning to say he's skewed against the Igbos. As if he didn't know this all this while. And even if he knew it, he pretended as if he didn't know, or maybe he sold his conscience and didn't know it. Or even if he knew it and didn't pretend, he didn't know how to handle or manage the situation. The chicken has come to roost. That's the point. I am here to tell you, Biafrans, my standing as a man of God, as an elderly fellow, is because I have looked deep into this struggle. And I realize that the more you compromise your position, hoping that things might get better, the more you make yourself vulnerable to them. They break all your barriers and strength, leaving you weak and unable to do anything. Then they will just flush you out. Because the strength of any people are the youth. And when the youth have been frustrated or killed or butchered and made to lose confidence in themselves and willing to go towards any direction that the wind is blowing so that they can make money and feed, you lose the strength of your army. Your army is in disarray. When they will come to pick the elders, it will be a very simple thing. How much resistance can an elderly man give? If you give him a hot slap, he will sit down and listen to you. But if you slap a youth a hot slap, he will get angry and fight you back. So these are two different things. So when I look at people say, they are going to get PVC. What happened? The Yorubas refused you from getting PVC because they know you are going to vote for Peter Obi. But that same Yorubas will not win the election. Because all the Fulanis went back to support Atiku for presidency. Someone else said Nigeria has been restructured already to favor the Fulanis. How long will something happen to you before you come to understanding, oh, Igbo man? The Igbo boys closed their stores to go and get PVC. They didn't close their stores in Lagos to do shit at home, so that the Lagos state government will know that the power of Lagos economically is protesting, so that they can bring to notice what is their problem, so that the whole world will see where economic activity in Lagos is paralyzed for 1 or 2 days. And if it runs maybe every week there's a paralysis of economic activities in Lagos, it will affect the national treasury. And they will know how powerful Igbos are. And people didn't do it. They did not find it of any value to do such thing for Biafra, for their own freedom. They were willing to make that sacrifice to go and get PVC. And what happened? They refused them from getting it. So it shows how foolish people are. Somebody was abusing Simon Eber. Hey, you are there in overseas talking. Come home now. That is the reason why we are talking. So that you don't have to come to America or Finland. We want to bring America into Biafra land. Just like the people from Dubai brought America into Dubai. And Americans are coming to Dubai to spend their money. A city. A city. That's what we want to do. To bring America inside Biafra. So that if for any reason you want to travel out, it's just for leisure. Not because you're going to see greener pastures. No, it's because you already have it here. I'm sorry, Victor BC. I have to open a platform. Sorry, those who want to be on this program, I have to open a platform for that. This one basically is to speak because I combine preaching and talking the Biafran issue. So I don't create room here for, interactive conversations. It just came to pour out my heart. But I have created something in YouTube. It's called PBA Project, Biafra Actualization TV, to be on YouTube. As soon as I come, I'm going to run a program where people will talk. I'm going to invite people in the platform, just like you have channels. We begin to ask questions from that point of view, digging deep into the situation and hear people make their contribution. But this one I am doing, this is a discourse. I'm the solo speaker, so forgive me. God bless you. So listening to me, Igbos are so politically daft and stupid that an Igbo man, Igbo woman will say, Kaiga Muta PVC, Kaile Maige vote to P2P, go change Nigeria. For where? Haven't you learned enough to understand that it is not possible? It has been structured in a way that an Igbo man can never win election in Nigeria. Never. And when it was their turn for president, not as if I am interested. What happened? Because we told you people did not agree. They refused to give you your turn. The South has become more respected among the Nigerian populace than the Southeast because they pressured and they gave it to Jonathan. But they didn't give it to the Igbos. And up till now, Igbo politicians have failed to understand. Igbo youths have failed to understand. I realize that the Fulanis are more intelligent than the Igbos as far as politics is concerned. They are better strategists. They analyze situations better than the Igbos. Far, far, far better than the Igbos. In fact, the biggest fools in Nigerian politics are the Igbos. They are the people you can always play with. All you just need to do is get an Igbo man, give him money, promise him presidency. He will go and kill his people with hope that you make him a president. So the intention of Igbo man is not about good governance. It's about me being elevated to a position where my name will go down in history. I was once president of America, president of Nigeria. And that shows how foolish we are. So normally we use this phrase, aboki, to mean oniberibe, even though aboki means friend. But to us Igbos, it's a phrase being used to refer to the Fulani man or Hausa man as a foolish person. This aboki whom you have downgraded knows politics far better than you. That is why he's ruling you. And he's telling you that I am against Western education. I don't need the education. That is the meaning of Boko Haram. And he says, because I don't need it, you that need it, that you don't have brain, come and join me and be a Muslim. If you refuse, you want to go and do Western education. That's what Aboki is saying. You will go to the university. When you come out, you come and serve me. I call the shots to show you that education is trash. Because after your education, you serve in my kitchen cabinet. If a person like SH0CK can say, if so person will come for election or is approved, he's going to sweep for him. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So, when the average Igbo politician will kill his people, having had many degrees backing up, and he comes to kill his people just to serve a Fulani man, the Igbo politician is a daft. He doesn't know anything about politics. The moment Tinubu was counted, they saw the raw lie that was presented from 79 to 100. You know what happened? After the man had been declared winner, they simply left that arena without fighting with. That is to show how smart, how intelligent the Fulani man is. The Fulani man is more intelligent than every Igbo politician, whether he's a professor, whether he's a graduate. The Fulani Aboki on the street that fix shoes is more intelligent than Igbo businessmen that are in Alaba who are going for PVC. He's more intelligent than all of them. Because the average Fulani man understands that As far as Nigeria is concerned, he is in charge. So he would like to ask you for sure to follow the due process of PVC. But inside the house, they have decided and determined who is going to win the election by reason of cohesion, manipulation, design, or default. And so when you see young Igbo boys, Peter Obi is going to get it, maybe he's going to change Nigeria. Obasanjo, for all his powers, couldn't. This thing had been planned long ago, and they are carrying out agenda. Simon Ekpa told of that of 1958-59, told that of 1989. That was the declaration that was made in 1989, and how the thing is carried systematically. But our people are so daft, so foolish that people allow and say, okay, don't worry. I'm the mono president. Just want to get They cannot read between the lines. Nnamdi Kanu is a man ahead of his time. He saw this. Look at these things we are talking now. He saw it long ago, and people are making the same mistake. Young Igbo people, when the Fulani sit down, they will laugh and say, these people are idiots. Even in Lagos, where they went to get PVC, they refused the PVC. They don't have right in the country. These are slaves. They are nonsense, second-hand citizens or third-hand. They are. You know the level we have come down. Before the war, we were up. After the war, as that we were defeated in that war, they brought us down. But we still had a leverage. When NPP Accord came, Edwin SH0CK became the Speaker, House of Representatives. You remember? Then after that, we went down one step further. When Obasanjo came into government. You see that? They dealt with the Oyi of Oyi, Chubo Kadibo, who was trying to raise his head. And we had 5 Senate presidents going down. And now we have gone down. No, sorry. After that, Jonathan came. Jonathan came, changed the structure from the base where South was, minority. Jonathan came as president. So the Igbos now took their position under. The Hausas are there, the Yoruba, the minority people. The Igbos are downstairs. That's where we are now. They don't respect our Igwes. There is no single politician who is like a godfather in Igbo land today. Even though we don't like political godfatherism. The reason being that it was being abused. We don't have one single person in the whole of Igbo land. Ayo Adebanjo can talk like a father in Yoruba land. They listen to him. Wole Soyinka can talk. They listen. We don't have one single Igbo man that is a leader. Not even one. Not one. The only one we have is Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. The next one that is talking like Nnamdi Kanu now is in Finland. It's not in Igbo land. It's a young man. So they think that it is too small. That is Mazi Simon Ekpa. And they're abusing him. So the blindness that has happened to the Igbos, it is like a curse that you shall never see anything good in life. Because when the good thing is coming, you will say it. Nnamdi Kanu came. It was a good thing. They didn't see Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa has come to continue with what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. They are not saying Simon Ekpa. They want him to die. They want to kill him. They want to eliminate him. By all means, what will they get in return? They will not get Biafra. No, they will settle them, give them money, give them land. They grow big and healthy, but the people keep suffering. And then, gradually, the Fulanis will come in. They have taken part of our land in a Ebonyi state. They are there very, very well, doing very fine. They have encroached into Imo State. They are doing very fine. SH0CK, who gave them room in River State, they were mocking SH0CK. The day they mocked him there, that you will fail, but we will give you opportunity to come. Who gave you that audacity? SH0CK came and was defending them. If that primary was taken sincerely and truthfully, it was evident that SH0CK won that PDP primary. Should have won it. It is evident. Because he did his campaign very well. But why would he win it? How many souls, blood of Biafrans that were thrown by him to support his Fulani masters? God knows they sleep. So after that, he has realized that he's nobody. They threw him aside. Peter Obi, who once saw Atiku as his better in the presidential race when he was his vice president 4 years ago, Peter Obi now came up to contest the election, saw what was the handwriting on the wall, he left. And when Atiku won the primary for PDP, he congratulated him. That's it. You think that is wisdom? No, it's foolishness. Because when the moment it was given to Tinubu, all the Muslims, the Hausas, they left. The Fulanis left immediately. They were not interested in our opinion, what we think. Even the chairman of the party went to see Atiku Abubakar to congratulate him without being told. They have shifted the power to the north again. It's a continuation. Because Tinubu will never win election in the north. That's never going to happen. So his election will be concentrated on Yoruba land. And he has deprived Igbos PVC. So Igbos cannot vote for Tinubu either. Because he didn't even know if those PVC they were going to look for was for Tinubu or for Peter Obi. By the refusing Igbos to get their PVC. I tell you the truth. If you tell Igbos in Lagos that PVC is 2,000 naira, you should pay for it. Or 5,000. Ndị Igbo ga-akwụ 5,000 when PDP ga vote. And who will they very back and die? And you know what? That day after voting, the result has been declared since. So your vote doesn't even matter. That is why when Simon Ekpa says, there shall be no election in Biafra land, according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hear ye him. Listen to me, it's for your own good. It is for your own good. People no longer talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They're just attacking Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa, who is exposing things and showing Biafra, he has put his life on the line. He has put his reputation on the line. You cannot even stand behind your brother. I don't care whether Simon Ekpa is only 20 years old, whether he's 25, whether he's 30, I don't care. The point is, he is doing what you and I cannot do. What do we do? Why must you always feel that who is this small boy to come and lead us? That is the problem. If the Yoruba elders could stand behind Igboho, how old is Igboho? When he was locked, they ran into that country to go and defend him so that they don't bring him here under the condition which they brought Nnamdi Kanu. Why is it that Oro and Kibo, a person like Nyamodo would start say, who is this small boy, Simon Ekpa? Soludo will say, miscreants, boys that of one Simon Ekpa in Finland that are causing. Because it's a problem. You're too proud that you don't believe a younger man can be given wisdom to lead you, even though you taught him in the university. He was your student in your class, but he has come now to be your leader, so that when you approach him, you say, Mr. President, sir, in humility you shall be lifted up. It's so shameful, very shameful among Biafrans, that so soon they're already changing their minds from what Nnamdi Kanu told us, which Simon Ekpa is advancing, having support from people like us. We know we are not popular. We don't want to, because if they don't condemn you, you are not making enough impact. That's why we don't have much condemnation. Because the people who are making impact, one is Nnamdi Kanu. Number two, Simon Ekpa now is doing a very good job, a fantastic job. He is taking this thing into another dimension, a level which that was not the dimension of Nnamdi Kanu. He is analyzing and he is in a safe place where he has credibility, very respected. You saw the conference they had. Was there among whites? I think it was it should be about the only black man in their midst there, or very few of them. For you to have risen to that level means that you have proved your onions. You are respected in a foreign country, that you are a man of honor. You are a man of integrity. That is the man leading the Biafran Park as a spokesperson. Yet, you have the temerity to speak against Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa can decide to stay in Finland and don't care about Biafrans. Don't care. Stay with his family. Live very well. Nothing will happen. He speaks the Finnish language. He's a politician, so he's a citizen. So if he decides to stay there with his family and his children, nothing to do with Biafra. una tabafufu. But he's saying, no, I've not forgotten my root. No matter what I get from the white man's land, I am a Biafran, and my people are suffering. I am going to fight for their cause. Yet his own people are fighting for his downfall. Who will replace Simon Ekpa if anything happens to him? It is not the Emeka Livingstone that can replace Simon Ekpa. Never. Because I know my area of operation as one who preaches the gospel and speak in defense of my people. You see men of God in Biafra land. There are some who are, I understand there are some few men of God in Biafra that don't make noise, but they support IPOB. But a great majority of them still support one Nigeria. They have not learned anything yet. Because what guides their mindset is their stomach, is their ministries, is the big building. Yes, at this point, I want to delve into an area. Probably why God wouldn't want me to pastor a church continuously is because of this thing I'm about to tell you. The church started first with the apostles, who didn't have branches or ministries. They were just preaching the gospel, winning souls into the kingdom at the beginning. And then formation of churches, big churches where they sit in particular buildings, started when they could stay in somebody's house, few believers who were committed to the faith, because there was so much persecution, there were not many believers. Then all those churches in different homes and wherever they met, they were all classified as churches in a particular area, like the churches in Ephesus, the churches in Judea, the churches in Rome. There was nothing like Church of Christ, like a denomination, Church of God Mission, or Deeper Life, or Holy Ghost Assembly. No. The church that meets in the house of Philemon, the church that meets in the house of Chloe, the church that meets in so-and-so place, the church in Ephesus. So, as they began to grow, men brought in their own idea, not as if God was against it, because that was to advance the church. They brought in denominationalism. They had their denomination, using their name to run their own ministries. And they began to have national headquarters and branches all over the world. That was the era. That era too is fast coming to an end. We are going back to that's probably why I wouldn't pastor a church for long, because I will speak against this same thing. Where you spend so much money to make a church comfortable with everything. Yet in that same church where there is all the comforts, they have cars, they have buses, they have everything, they are very poor people in their midst. Very poor people in their midst. They are not being taken care of. Me, I wouldn't be able to do it. So if I'm going to pastor a church, I find out that the church building will only be barely enough to gather and stay. You don't have to put too much elaborate, expensive things, because there are poor people that their needs need to be met. If you go to the book of Acts, chapter 4, you will see that scenario. And then in chapter 5, where somebody wanted to save some money so that he can keep it, that we cannot be spending all this money to get on people. He had enjoyed the ones that others sold their lands and brought. He partook of the blessing. So when he reached the turn of Ananias and Sapphira, they withheld part of it. It was very offensive to God, because that era had not yet reached. But in this era, you can do it.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.